to introduce these people, but we'll do it anyway. We'll start at this end. And one of the reasons people ask me, why do people like the Brewers players so well? And you know the answer, because they were that good. Some of the greats in all baseball. I met the guy who signed it. Who knows who signed Jim Gantner? Jim Gantner does. All right. Abel Billick signed it, and found him from Oshkosh, and it's all set to go. They're ready to sign. Now this was Abel's version, and the last day, he comes to his house, and your coach, they agreed that the bonus was going to be $12, or $1,000, and his coach said, Jim's not signing for less than $3,000. And Abel Billick said, I'm here, the door's there. When I get to the door, he ain't getting $1,000.
You ripped me off.
Yes, he did. And as he got to the door, Jim said, I'll sign. Now, was that true?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Jim Gantner, one of the great second best. What do you say other than Hall of Fame? Robin Young. The sweetest swing ever. Whoever watched him play, did this sweet swing and the ball would just fly like nobody else's business. Cecil Cooper and Hall of Famer as well, Paul Molitor. And Billick also signed Paul Molitor. Is that close to the truth? No. No. See, I was close. And Abel also said that they were debating between Dave Winfield and Robin Young as to who to draft. And it took, who was the GM at the time? Before Harry Dell, I don't know.
Jim Bowles?
Jim Bowles.
Right, so they go see Minnesota and Northwestern play. Winfield pitches, doesn't do anything the first game, and the GM leaves and says, we're taking Young. Abel Billick goes back in the second game, Dave Winfield hit a ball like 600 feet. And he claims to this day, if the GM had been there for that second game, they still would have taken him out again. So, now, I mean, I have a million questions, but you're here to honor these players and ask them questions. So anybody has any questions, raise your hand and we'll pass along. Unless any or all of you would like an opening statement. Jim Gantner has an opening. Jim Gantner, the only person who comes up to me and goes, say, Holmes, what are the Brewers going to do? You're Jim Gantner. You're asking me what do I think the Brewers are going to do?
Well, I want to hear your BS.
Is that it? Is that the way this is going to go? Nah, no. That's all right.
Let's get you a video.
No, I thought before because they honored Bud Selig. And that each of you might have a comment about Bud because I was there, you don't know this, but he referred to me as a demented moron. Why he listened to my show, I don't know. And I said to Bud, what? Moron's not good. You're going to be a demented moron? So I saw him up there, Robin talked about it, or up there, you'd see him up in the lounge. But I always wondered, when the team was good, did he come into the locker room after the game? What was the personal interaction that all of you had? Robin?
Well, but he wasn't in the clubhouse actually all that often. But he, like I said yesterday, he snuck out on the field occasionally and enjoyed hanging out around the batting cage with the guys. I mean, let's face it, we were his guys. He didn't have any sons. He had 3 daughters, you know, and he loved to be around, you know, his guys. And so he would hang around the batting cage. But he lived and died every one of our games. He took it probably more seriously than we did. And he has that kind of passion for the game of baseball to this day. The most important thing in his life is baseball. I mean, you know, he might not admit that, but because he is married. But I would venture to say, if we kept this in this room, that baseball may be more important
You said it in sex, didn't you? I heard you say that.
Keep it within reason, though, please. But anyhow, you know, he's been the best thing for the game of baseball that this town could have ever had. And because of what he's done here in Milwaukee and really all over the state, is really the reason the Brewers are here. And all of you are very lucky to have had him here because we may not have been here ourselves without Bud Selig.